Die, 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 die. Do dee da, do dee da do. Lie, die, die, dee da dee. Da dee da dum dee. Dee 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 dee. Do dee. My oh, yeah,
Hi all my beautiful friends, here I am again by my little candle. So I felt I had some things coming to me on my heart, so yeah, I thought I would do a little video, very much like the Sunday Shinings, because I feel that all that really matters right now is the world within us. And the more we can stay focused and centered on the inner process, the more we are evolving and the more we are helping everyone and everything. So it sounds very strange that by going within, you are changing what is without. It's very much against what we have learnt, because the world, we humans in this world have been so outwardly focused, and we have learnt that everything you want to do, everything you want to change, everything you want to build up, everything you want to break down, it's all, you have to do it outside you. But the shift that we're going through now is that we're realizing that everything we want to create outside us has to be created within us first. So if we feel our world is not very loving, why are people not loving towards me? Why do they treat me bad? Why are they not friendly? It is because you have not created that within you yet. Or you might have created some, but you have not created enough for you to feel comfortable. Because deep within you, you have this sense there should be more love. Some people, they function well where there's no love. It's just no problem. Because it resonates with how they feel themselves, and got something in my eye. The energy that they are in, the way that they function energetically is on a low level of love, and so it's normal for them that there isn't much love around them. But as we evolve, we realize that love is really all there is. And so the strange thing is that whatever there is a lack of outside of us, is that there is a lack of inside of us. So this is the process that we are in, realizing that whatever I wish to have in my world, I have to create myself. And it's not even really creating, it's actually just being it. So if I feel there's a lack of love in this world, it's because I have not, you can say it in one way, I have not created enough love within me, or an even deeper and more truthful way of saying it is that I have not connected to that level of love within me that I wish to see in the world. So the love is already there. It's within us. It's alive and vibrant. It's it's going about its thing in us already, but with the person that we are in this life, we have not reached that place within us. So what do? We go, we spend more time inside ourselves. We shut down more of the outer activity and we spend more time within. And a great way to move forward is to ask yourself, where is the love? It's inside me somewhere. Where is it? And the amazing thing is that the reason why we are not connected with all that love and all that abundance that we wish for is because the ego is blocking the way. So we don't really have to go on a long journey walking, looking, searching. The only reason why we're not connected to all that loveliness that we wish to find in our outer world, which we now understand, this is how I see it, how I understand it. The only reason why it's not in our world is because we have not connected with it within inside us. And when we do that, it will manifest in our outer world because that's our reality. We are bringing that level of love to the world, and the world will mirror this back to us. So, the reason why we have not connected with this is not because we haven't gone on a long journey, it's because the ego is blocking the way. It's sitting there, doesn't want you to go past, because when you go past it, it disappears, it dies, it does not exist. It exists less and less every time we see it. So this is the great work. This is the great work, to see where is my ego, how is my ego blocking the way to all the love that I contain already. There is no lack at all. Whatever I feel is lacking is simply something I have not connected to properly, and the ego is in the way. That's all there is. That's the only problem there is for any of us. It's our ego, and the ego is not the personality, because we need to have a personality. It's the hurt little inner child. That's the ego. It's the one that wants to beat us down, work against us, doesn't want our spirit to step forth, doesn't want to reveal the truth. It's blocking the way for all the good to come. And how does the ego block the way? Well, it does it with belief systems. And it could be your ego is saying this, I don't deserve love. And it's a belief system that's so deep that you don't know it's there. But for many of us, that is one of our major problems. We don't feel we deserve to be loved. Because maybe we've done some bad things. We all have. Because of the bad things we have done. Because of this, because of that. Because there's people who are more beautiful, more great, whatever. There can be many reasons why we feel we don't deserve love. And the ego has, with that belief system, the ego tricks us and says, well, go look for the love. If you don't feel that you're... So it will keep guiding us away from going past it and into the truth. So when we realize we have a belief system, this can sound really complicated, but the inner work that we are to do in this period of time, which is helping the entire world and also all of creation, the entire cosmos, all the universes, all the inner work we do is helping everything. We can make it very complicated, but we can also just keep it really simple. And so every time you realize you have a belief system, all we need to really do is to acknowledge it, to know, to just look at it. Look the ego into the eye and say, okay, I can see that you have a belief system. You are saying to me, I don't deserve love, or whatever it can be, and I can see it, that's there, and that's enough, because the healing will happen. We don't have to work out some great mathematical formula and twist our minds. We just have to see it. It's like cleaning up a house. If you can't see the dirt, you can't clean it. But as soon as you see the dirt, well, you can clean it away. So we don't have to really understand this so deeply. We have been taught many, many very destructive, really very sick ways of thinking. Our mind has been distorted from being a sacred mind, God's mind, to being the devil's mind, a screwed up brain. We all got a screwed up brain. And so all the truths have been twisted and distorted, so that we've been going around living our lives, life after life, believing in the non-truth. Because of course the truth is that you are so precious and so there's no real word for it, but you are so magnificent and so special, and that there is no that you deserve all the love there is. There's not one of us, no matter what we've done, who does not deserve to feel deeply loved. Every day, all day, every night, all night. That's the truth, because that is what we are. So, yeah, this is very exciting and sometimes very difficult, but I feel this is my little job on this channel to partly just keep going on this this little study that we're on, to release ourselves from the old cage that we have been living in, open it up with the key which we have in our hand, just open it up and set ourselves free to be the new us. And this doesn't happen overnight, it takes time. So yeah, it's good to I got a few things written down. I feel the angels are saying, God is saying, and one of the things I feel, because the situation I'm in, as you know, is a little bit challenging, but also I feel very exciting and very fun. It is really an adventure I'm on, and sometimes it looks like there's many blocks in the road, and I sort of don't know where really don't know what to do, type of thing. And when something's very, very difficult, and maybe I might be quite nervous about something, and it all looks really quite desperate, what I feel is I just get filled with this enormous peace, and I just feel this little voice saying, just keep going, Just keep going. You have nothing to fear. Just keep going. Beautiful, beautiful feeling. Just keep going. Just keep going. So, yeah, that's just so wonderful to have that reassurance that whatever you sense is the right thing to do, no matter what people are saying, your neighbors or the council or whatever, people around you, your workplace, whatever. If you sense this is right, just keep going and just trust the process, because you are going the right way. And what I'm being told is that if you keep going and you spend a lot of energy and effort in something which you really, really feel is right, and 2 days or 2 years later you figure out, well, that wasn't to be, it doesn't matter, because it's the process that counts. It's not the result anymore. It's the process you're in. So this is an enormous test for us to keep feeling, although the winds are blowing, people are shouting, whatever, to keep feeling, okay, exactly which way do I want to steer my ship? That way. That's the way I want to go. That's what I like to do. That's what I think is fun. Okay, I'm going to go that way. And just see how you slide through. You just keep sliding through. So to have this wonderful feeling, and that's what I feel the beings around us are they're just gushing us forth. Just keep going. No matter how slow it is, just keep. So it's really what it is feeling the momentum, feeling that you are moving. It's not how fast you're moving, it's just that you're not stopping. I'm just saying, okay, I give up. This is enough. I can't do this. Just keep going. Just keep going. So keep sensing, what do I feel is right? Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Just keep doing that. So just keep going. You have nothing to fear. So, and another thing I think is very, very really about what I've been saying now, the inner work. What's very important is to keep looking for the truth. If there's something with your body, I've talked about this a lot, about healing our bodies. Anything really, our mind, our spiritual path, keep asking yourself, is this right for me? Is this the truth? My doctor says this and this and this, to take all these pills. I better do that because he says that. But go home and ask yourself before you buy the pills, is there something, is there a reason why I have all these ailments? And for many of us, we have metabolic syndrome, and I've mentioned this before, and how we can help ourselves immensely when we get out of the metabolic syndrome. So it's for many of us, we've become used to eating too much sugar, so we're simply allergic to sugar, carbohydrates, and we really need to go into a more nutrient-dense diet, more fat, more protein, for many of us. That could be one thing, but it could be many things. All aspects of our lives, keep asking, is this the truth? Is this my truth? What is the reason why? Why do I keep banging my head on this wall, door, or whatever? Why is this happening to me? Ask and you shall be given. Seek and you shall find. You will be given the answer. But don't stop asking. Because when you find the answer for you, you're helping people coming behind you who are looking for answers. And they might not need the answer you have found, but it's the whole way of living where you keep an open mind, you keep an open heart. You don't get set on what you have learnt. That's what I've learnt, that's what I know, and that's the way the world works. That's not the way forward. It's to always use the wisdom that you have found, use it in the moment, but know that there's even deeper wisdom all the time. So it's not so much to share with others the answers you have found, but more that you are in this in this state of mind where you're always open to a deeper truth. So, as I've said before, to enjoy that feeling of being a disciple of life. You're always learning, and that really makes your maturity and your masterhood shine forth. Because the master does not say, I found the answers, just come here and I'll tell you exactly what it's all about. The master says, stay open, because there's more. There's always more. And it's a beautiful way to live, that, oh my goodness, now I can see this thing from the other side. I couldn't see that before. So I can see this thing from this side, and I can see it from that side. And they're both true. Although they might be opposites. How refreshing is that? So keep looking for the truth. Don't stop. And going back to the outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And yeah, this is really all I'm saying all the time, but just to say this, let's say this again. The world outside you is mirroring yourself. That's all it's doing, because it's really what you are. You are it. And so you can say it this way. It sounds quite weird, but I'll say it anyway. You have birthed the earth. You gave birth to the earth. And in this process now, you're actually, in a way, taking it all back into you. So what you gave birth to, you're actually pulling back into yourself. So this is the grand shift, where everything that was birthed, that was of a low vibration, we take back. We take full responsibility for everything going on around us, and we take it back, and we clean it up with love, and then we can birth a new world. So it's taking, it's understanding that that problem over there, in the ego mind, the simple mind, we want to take that problem over there and throw it over into somebody else's lap, into their basket. That's your problem, and that's your problem. But what we're actually being asked to do is to see that every single problem on this planet is actually it was birthed by us. It comes from something within us. It sounds very strange, but when we get to understand this, it's actually an enormous relief, because, and also you get to understand your power, that you can change the entire world by taking it all into your own embrace and loving it. Just heal it all with love. So see it as yours. So when people, I meet people on my way, for instance, there's some people in my life right now who are very nervous, very tense. Oh yeah, there's a whole big story. It's good to ask yourself, where is all that nervousness in me? And I know there's nervousness in me that I can give much more love to, so it disappears. So all they're doing is mirroring something in me. And so that is the path of oneness. That everything is one. It's all you. It's all us. So yeah, this is a good little practice when we go about our day, and when we realize that the inner work is really all that matters. It's your inner state of mind that is really the only thing that matters. What you do in the outer world can be wonderful, but it's not what really matters right now. It's your inner state of consciousness and your willingness to keep looking, where is my ego blocking my way to all the love, all the abundance, all the peace, all the joy, all the creativity that I wish to experience in my world. So, said with the terms I used before, that I actually am to birth into this world. I'm to birth all that love from myself into this world. So what is blocking my way inside me? I want to know, I want to look, and I take full responsibility. I'm not putting it into anybody else's lap. I understand that it's all about me healing me. And all the others are healing themselves in their own way, in their own pace, and they are mirroring. So we're all. This is a job for everyone, and the more of us who realize it and start doing the work, of course, the quicker we're going to experience New Earth. The fuller we're going to experience New Earth. So one thing I want to mention here is something that, it's a whole lot of things in this video. It was mentioned a couple of times in some of your comments on the 2 channels, and is the word selfless. And so I just want to touch on this, being a selfless mother. And what I could sort of sense from you writing is that feeling, which is very natural, and many of us have it. Here I am, a parent, and I've done all this for you. I put myself aside, and I did all this for you, and you're not giving me back what I want. So I don't know if you can hear it yourself, but it's good to take these things and just see where, because when I experience this is something in me too. So we're all in this together. And so this is a belief system that we have been carrying on to, and it's not the world of oneness, it's the world of separation, that and that life is a bargain thing, that I do this for you, and then you better do this for me. I mean, that's the way it is. I do this for you, and you better give me something back. And rule number 1, that's not the way the world works. And if that's the way you love, it's not love. It's what do you call it? It's trade. I give you this, you give me that. That's trade. That's not love. And the other thing, so that is a belief system that that is to go. It's dying. If it hasn't died in you, it will be dying soon, because that is not the path of the future. The path of the future is the Christ consciousness. It's being Christ self, which is loving because you want to love. And you're not waiting for anything back, because you love to love. You love to love this person. You enjoy loving this person. And he might not call in a couple of years, like whatever. And whatever you gave, you don't measure that with whatever he gave you back or she gave you back. That's gone. Because the joy of loving is so great that there's nothing lacking. So it's loving because loving is, you love loving. So the whole trade thing is gone. And the other thing I just want to shine some light on is the selflessness. And this is of the old world too, and very much in Christianity, but also probably in many other religions whatever. Very strong in Christianity. I'm going to put myself aside. I don't care what I look like. I don't care about my body. It'll just make it. I'll just suck it all up and forget about myself, and I'm going to give all my attention to you, Florence Nightingale. I'm going to give and give and give and give, and I don't care if I become sick, fat, tired, whatever. I'm just going to push through this. That is not the way of the Christ consciousness. It's not the way of love. So, as Christ says, love yourself, love others as you love yourself. You must love yourself. For you to truly love, you must be love. And so therefore, you must not be selfless. You must take care of yourself to be the cup overflowing to love others. So none of us are being asked to be selfless. But on a deep level, I'm here to serve you, and you're here to serve. We're all here to serve each other. That's true. It's not all about me. That's the egotistical, the very low vibrational way we have been living as humans for millions of thousands of years. So, as I said before, everything can be seen all the way around. So it's not a matter of not being of service to others, but it is understanding that you must embrace yourself with only love. You must take care, and also because you are God in human form, and God doesn't want to be pushed aside so that you can go and love someone else, and all the love you should give yourself and the attention so that you are in harmony and your little machine is working really well. All that attention God wants you to give you first or later as you go through your life. This is very important, that God within you comes into the fullness. You are here, you came to earth to be the fullness of who you are. And that is your gift, that is your main gift, to love being you, and to love, to heal your inner child. I mean, that universe that you are is so great. And yeah, it's this understanding that really the two sides to this, the whole thing of the trading love has to go. We have to let that go. And the other thing is to understand that by coming into the fullness of who you are, being your own parents, cleaning up all the old baggage within you, this is the way you truly get to be love on this planet. So we're asked to be in the fullness of who we are. It's not a great service to push yourself aside. And as your cup overflows and you feel better and better, you'll naturally love everyone around you, not just your children or people you're connected to. You won't be able to not love, because that's who you are. So as I see it, it's not something to be proud of to say I've been so selfless. It's not. So we have to go this step further and understand that this is the way forward. I take lovingly care of myself. And we can go back to the mirror, because I know I am you. When I take lovingly care of myself, I'm actually also inspiring you to do the same. Because the only one who can truly take care of ourselves and heal ourselves is ourselves. So being a really good mother, if we have to go back to being a parent, this aspect is very important. And the child seeing the mother being in a love relationship with herself, being good to herself, taking lovingly care of her body, her mind, feeding herself good food, being creative when she wants to, is a very big gift that we give our children, because we're showing them what they should be doing. This is the path to a full life, a life full of love. So we are not a neglected human being. We are a human being loving life and loving to love. So we've gone to the very source, which is this spring, this the well the well within us, the well of God's love. We've gone there, and we're drinking from the well, and it's the eternal well. So there's no lack there. So let's just see. There might be one more thing. Yeah, it's all been done. It's all been done. And when I've said all this, and it can sound very abstract and strange, maybe some of it. One little last thing, which is just so basic. If everything seems too complicated, just when you wake up in the morning, just say thank you. Just say thank you. Thank you that I'm right here. I might be all alone, which I'm never. It might be a very cold, rainy day, whatever. Just feel the gratitude. Just feel the gratitude. And just like loving, you get you get to feel that just feeling grateful makes you grateful. Just the feeling of gratitude makes you grateful. So this is the most powerful thing we can do, is this inner work. And although it can sound so complex and so weird, it's really very simple. Just feel the gratitude. So this was a whole lot of things, and maybe you can use some of it, I don't know. But I enjoyed it very much, and yeah, I send you all, wherever you are, my love. And I thank you for being a part of these channels. I might put this film in both channels, I don't know, just see. Because, yeah, they're sort of coming together more and more, I think. People are awakening. The hearts are growing. So, yeah, take care where you are, my friend, and may you feel all this love and peace and joy growing and growing and growing from within. So take care, and I'll see you again, I'm sure. Bye.